Hi, I'm back. Whee. I just forget that I have an autofocus camera. Okay, autofocus webcam. What's up? I'm back again for the second time this week. If you were here yesterday, I was working on this thing which looks like a lightsaber or some sort of weird sex toy or a suppressor, but what it is a shift knob. Yeah. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. Yeah, so my idea is that you can thread this onto your shift lever. And then this has this wave spring here, which needs like 18 pounds of pressure to compress. And the shift knob has these kind of like nibs? I don't know what you call them. These dingleberries. And they snap onto oh my god, where are all these fucking things at? Okay. And so they slide down these channels and then lock into these. So it's like a press turn situation. And coincidentally, it looks like a flash hider or a muzzle brake. I made a flash hider one and I made a muzzle brake one. So that's fun. It's kind of funny because like you won't even really see this part once your shift knob's on, but I think it's cool. It's kind of like a little surprise. Yeah. I'm gonna sit for a minute, wait, see if anyone decides to come in. Drink my tea. I drink coffee in the morning and then green tea in the afternoon. I think it's a good combination. I don't know if I like lemon and green tea. It's kind of gross. Okay. Let's make another one. Ooh, excuse me. So I have my inspiration folder. It's mostly just got like a bunch of suppressors in it because I thought it'd be cool to make a shift knob look like a suppressor. Yeah. So we're gonna close this out because that one's done-ish. Don't save. Oh wow. Okay. Let me make sure this is actually set up right. Ah. Okay, we're good. Okay. So I have this kind of like base piece, so I don't have to keep remaking it. Might actually do a couple adjustments on it. Cause like, okay, 1 millimeter radius. And I have this piece kind of threaded. I haven't put the threads in there because they just make it think harder, and I don't want it to think harder. But I have to make it 2 pieces because otherwise I can't like machine the back of these things easy. So kind of sucks because it's like already makes it more expensive of a thing, but it is what it is. God damn it, brother. And like, this would be impossible to machine with these small little things for the most part. So I think we'd have to do it like that just for ease of machining. Should fit in there. Oh well, whatever. Okay. Some people would join and help me decide what to make this one look like. I have some inspiration though. I kind of like how these cuts look. I could maybe do something like that. It's pretty simple though. maybe do something with this one. I like how this thing looks. So we'll have our inspiration down here. That's pretty sweet. I like this logo thing they got here. This like kind of asterisk thing. I need to make some more logos, I think. What's this one look like? That's just some lines. I could do something like that. I think that's the same one. Okay. Oh my god, I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry, I'm wasting my time adjusting fucking inspiration photos. Okay. Finish my tea. I think I want more tea, actually. Okay. Jesus, this mic not that good. Okay. Testing. Okay. This mic maxes out more. I didn't want to use my big headset because I don't know. I'm gonna use my little headphones this time. Okay. Alright, the shift knob, diameter, what, like that? $30 millimeters. Okay. Okay, so that can go all the way down there. Sweet. And I do want to have a nice sweep. You can't tell up there, but I have a cutting mat with measurements on my desk, so I can just like look down and see centimeters on there to kind of get an idea of sizing on stuff, which is nice. That's not a number. Okay. Oh, I keep misclicking. Okay. Insane. No, just select the fucking holy shit. Bro, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. Software makes me want to do the things in a video game. this bottom part, make it a little bit wider. And I could put this into like the initial sketch, but I don't feel like it. Like if I wanted to like have a more simple model for later, it's probably smart to just edit the original sketch, but fuck it, as they say. Boom. So let's see, does that look like that? This bottom section's probably a little too chunky. There we go. I'm kind of trying to like imitate this kind of sloping bit at the bottom here. Go off script a tiny bit here because I like how this looks. Chamfers always look like real fancy on stuff, I feel like. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Save as new. What's that AK suppressor even called? AK suppressor. Oh, it looks like a fucking fleshlight in the video they have there. PBS fun. It's like, yo, look at this fucking fleshlight I got. Let me fucking roll it across the table. Ridiculous. Yeah, that's the one issue, is I feel like the fucking shift knobs end up looking like fucking fleshlights. Ugh. What's the original PBS or ABK? So images. Okay, so it looks about the same, just knurled. What the heck is that thing? Why it got a little fucking tongue sticking out? The fuck? Way over here. Yep, just do it, please. Wow, 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 wow. Dude. Bro, stay there. God, this thing just looks like a mag light or a fucking fancy flashlight. Good lord. Is this really what I'm spending my time designing? I should see one of the original ones. It's fucking bliat, huh? Look at that. Wow. Hmm. The 3 bolts on there, maybe. Mm-hmm. The side of this needs to be knurled so that you can actually take it on and off and tighten it. Wait, it doesn't need that. It can just be a rectangle. Really? Whatever. Alright. So I want to put some knurling on there. So we gotta raise this up so that we have an area to knurl. And then what? How deep does knurling go? There we go. Okay, general knurling information. Oh. Point 0.012. How much is 0.012 inches? Okay, that's good. I don't want that to be. Let's see. Sounds nice. No, fuck off. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. I don't do that. Shoo-be-dee-doo-doo-be-doo-doo-be-doo-doo. Oh, no, not that. Bruh, don't do that. Dude, I wish you would stop popping errors every goddamn minute. Wow, that's so hard. We can't figure anything out. Oh no. Holy fuck. Okay. Okay. What's the best way to do this? Solidworks. There's gotta be an easy way to do this. Except all, I don't care. Okay. Plain red. No. Kill yourself. There we go. So we make our little fucking triangle. Well, isn't that nice? Okay. Probably a fucking 90-degree. Whatever. Just leave it open. And no, I will be nice and close the sketch. One. Bam. Okay. do this. Convert. Okay. So we have a circle. Insert feature. Helix. Okay. Reverse direction. Okay, wait. So where's this start? This starts down there. So the helix should start right there as well. Starting angle 0. There we go. Bam. Pitch. Okay, now, so we have a curve and a path here. Let's see how this works. This. Would you look at that? Why is it going that way? Nothing goes that way. What? Dude. Okay. It's gonna fucking wreck my computer, huh? I like how the first thing in this is like, it will fuck your shit up. Solidworks will stop working. And sure enough, here we go. Pretty sweet though. Problem is that's not near enough. I need like the little points, not these fucking diamonds. So let's fuck it up some more. 60. Oh, 80. Oh, fucking shitballs. Oh, God. RIP my computer. Okay. Do some knurling, she said. It'll be fun, she said. It is still thinking. Oh, hi, sorry. Yes, I'm trying to. I did some knurling on this thing and it, I think, froze my Solidworks, so I'm waiting to see if it can recover. It's funny because the instructions that I followed have this picture. And I tried to do it anyways. So I'm still waiting to see if it works. For loads, I am making some like shift knobs based on firearm suppressors. I designed this like quick detach, attach kind of thing for the shift knobs that's like kind of, let's see, you can see it looks like a muzzle brake for a firearm, but it has this thing called a wave spring in it, which is like a bunch of wavy pieces of sheet metal, and it requires a specific amount of force to like compress. In this case, this is like 18 pounds of pressure. So the shift knobs have these tabs in them that push down through here and then lock up into there, so you can like quick attach and detach different shift knobs, and it kind of like looks like firearm parts. I don't know, it's a silly idea I had recently. Oh, it loaded! Holy shit! No wonder that thing took forever. Oh god. Yeah, that's rough on the computer. It looks cool though. Kind of looks like one of those old hand grenades too. Yeah. Boom. So now we can put this in here. I feel like I'm gonna have to like suppress this knurling thing for most of the time so that it doesn't freeze the file. I don't know, kind of a silly shape for a shift knob, but it could be cool because you can choose like different colored anodizing or cerakoting for like the different parts. Maybe you get like something laser etched in the top, like a logo or something. I feel like I need to put my logo on here, and that's gonna further screw this thing up. Oh, interesting. Civil engineers do like more, that's like building, like planning for like construction of like buildings or like interior spaces or something. My schooling is in industrial design, so that's like 3D product design. So lots of CAD stuff. I spent a while designing wheels for cars for a company with a friend of mine. And so I got really into like designing stuff for like the aftermarket automotive industry. Yeah, like the trying to figure out how the like, oops, where is it? Trying to figure out how like this interaction works, like nearly broke my brain. Like for some reason I was set on putting this wave spring like on the shift knob, which was a really bad idea. And so like I spent like a couple hours trying to figure out how to like engineer this spin turn kind of press. It's kind of like a medicine bottle, like a push turn mechanism. I spent like 2 hours trying to figure out how to do that with like the spring detent kind of thing on the shift knob instead of on this like base piece. And then eventually I was like, oh wait, the spring can just go right there. But it was like definitely hurt my brain a little bit trying to figure it out. It's kind of like silly and over-engineered, but like this bottom little section would thread into this top section, and so you could put different, because like every different car has like a different thread pitch for their shift knobs. Like some are like M12, some are M14, I think some are even M10. And like American ones would be obviously like, I don't know, 5/16 or some dumb shit. I live in the US, but I hate using imperial stuff. But you could just switch out this little bottom section and like thread it into whatever car or transmission you have. And then you could put on different shift knobs. It's kind of like a gimmick to like sell more shift knobs, I suppose. I don't know if you know any friends that like are like working on a car, but I feel like people are always looking for like fun things to like buy for their car, and so like you could swap out different shift knobs. Yeah, I think it's kind of fun to like over engineer stuff. And like I feel like that's how you come up with like the coolest stuff, is like kind of doing those like just like kind of the sky is the limit kind of things. Because then you can kind of like tone it down to like actually produce it, maybe. Because like right now, to get these made, like it would probably cost like a $200 or something. Like I feel like this would be like depending on how many I got made, I think this would be like a $200 to $300 shift knob, which would be a little silly. I mean, I might even be thinking a little low, but yeah, kind of silly. But I feel like car people are always looking for like fun gadgets and things to put in their cars. Okay. I'm going to go back because this knurling thing is gonna wreck my computer. I'm gonna save it with the knurling part like suppressed kind of. And then my thought is we could make like a kind of a stubby version of this, so you could choose different top pieces to like attach to this bottom piece. Do you use like CAD software for civic planning or civil engineering? Is that like, or is there some sort of like specialized software just for that? AutoCAD. So that's like kind of like top-down floor plans of like of a building, or like actually like you're building like 3D. I always wanted to be an architect when I was young, but then like it seemed like so much like I don't know, it's just like a bunch of just building for, or like just designing for like all these like arbitrary regulations, like building regulations. And it almost seems like at the end of the day, like your job is just like to build something that meets all these requirements before you even think about like making it like really a cool building. Am I crazy? Okay, this needs to go. Okay, cut. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I feel like in the US, everything is just nitpicking regulations. Which, I mean, I'm sure some of them are good, because, like, you want your building to be accessible to, like, disabled people and stuff. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, South Africa. Okay. Whew, well, I am sorry for what my government is doing in your part of the world. Yeah. I feel like most of the young people in the U.S. are trying our best to like protest and vote out all these like decrepit old people that are in charge here, but it's very slow going, and our president is definitely not helping any of that. Yeah, for the most part, all governments are shit. It's not much you can really do, it seems like. At least we just had some, like, kind of midterm elections, and a bunch of Democratic Socialists got elected, like, yesterday, for, like, the Senate and Congress and stuff. So, that's pretty sweet. So I feel like this would be like a more chill, low profile shift knob. Yeah, he's the mayor of New York City. And he actually helped elect a bunch of other Democratic Socialists in New York, like 4 or 5, into like Congress, because like I don't know, our government is super convoluted and has like all these different branches of government with all these people that get voted in and out, or don't even have to be voted in and out. But in Colorado, we just got like 3 Democratic Socialists, and then in New York, they got like 5. Yeah, I mean, he's like everyone everyone wishes they could live in New York now. It almost seems like, because like it's like crime is down. He's like putting in like legislation that like controls like rent prices so that landlords can't like price gouge people, and there's like a kind of like a cap for rent or something in some areas. And there's like free child care for people with younger children. He's actually been doing a lot, which is pretty awesome. And it's funny because like there's still all these people on like the Republican side that are like, he's turning New York into like a hellscape or something. But enough about politics, I suppose. Yeah, so with this thing, I had to break it up into a couple pieces because, like, I can't get, like, the top of these pins that hold the shift knob onto, the base. I can't machine, like, so if this green and purple part was like all one piece and you tried to machine it, like the machine head would like come up through here and this undercut here, like you can't really machine that. So I have to break this up into two pieces because now this purple piece can be machined from this side and get this stuff. And then this part would just thread into this part, which adds more parts, but kind of reduces complexity in like machining. And like with CNC machining, a lot of the money is in like how many different operations there are. And so like each time the machinist has to like detach the part from the CNC machine and then reposition it and then attach it again. That costs a lot of money, or they charge a lot more because each time you do that, they have to like have something that like grips it in a way that the machine knows exactly where it is. And so they have to make sure that it's the exact right spot each time. And so like the less operations you can have on each part, the cheaper it'll be. Because also they need to machine like jaws, I think they're called, that like clamp the part down in like a repeatable way. And if you need to machine like 3 different jaws to hold your part in 3 different ways just to make one little thing, all of a sudden you're machining like 4 parts to make one. Like I used to work at a machine shop, and it was a stressful environment to work in. Yeah, like, I mean, there's like very simple, there's definitely like tiers to machining. Like, so the machine shop I worked at built parts for hot rods, and so they were like really, really complex parts. And our machinist actually used to work in like aerospace and like machined like stuff for NASA and like for the military, and so he was like super good at his job. And so he could machine like really complex parts quickly. But so like the more experienced you are, the like faster you can push the machine because you know like the limits of each tool. Because like if you have like a 5 millimeter diameter drill bit, and then you just try to like plow it through to carve something into your thing, it's just gonna break. So the human machinist needs to like tell the machine how fast it can run. Like I'm sure the software has like suggestions, but I'm assuming that it's on like the conservative side. So that like they're not breaking stuff, and so like a skilled machinist could run the machines faster and get parts done quicker. And I kind of went on a tangent there, but like these parts would I'm thinking be made on a CNC lathe, it's called. And so that'd just be like a base. It's similar to like a regular lathe, but it has like it's computer controlled so that it can like mill out very complex things without you having to do it manually. Like yeah, so it'd be like a very large, very expensive machine, but the machine shop, that's why you go to a machine shop. Like, you don't have one of these in your apartment or whatever. Yeah, so it's essentially a computer controlled lathe. Trying to see an example of like more complex stuff built on one. And so yeah, I'm assuming they would clamp it into the lathe like here, and then they'd mill out all the side features and the there, and then they would clamp it down on like a regular CNC and drill out the inside cavity. So that'd be like 2 operations I think, to make each of these. I'm gonna do some like cool patterns on the side here. Yeah, I want to do some more like complex projects soon. But I kind of stopped streaming for a little while, and I just wanted to do something fun and simple to start off again. Okay, so 1 millimeter in. Let's see. God, it's always like, it's like in the software, like 1.5 millimeters looks so big, but like in real life, 1.5 millimeters is like so minute. It's like hard to judge the size of things. He's like a grip texture on there. Oh, it's mad because I moved everything down and this is way up there and I didn't constrain it. There we go. Don't need the knurling on this one. That's pretty sweet. It's kind of just like experimenting with how things look to get something interesting here. Oh, nice. What software do you use to model for 3D printing? And yeah, I totally get that. Like I've like modeled something and then went to go print it, and I put it into the slicing software. I'm like, wait a second, this thing is so tiny and this is not gonna print. Like whenever, like I'll probably 3D print these to like test them in the beginning to see how they work. We don't like that. Oh, what is that shape? It's weird. What the hell? Man, I want that to go in a circle. Why is it so hard? There we go. Alright, can I just spin this around? This is the silliest shift knob ever. Okay. Well, I haven't found, like, I'll be kind of, like, sourcing. I do want to produce, like, some of these possibly when I figure out a design that I really, really like. It will, however, like, it'll be up to me to find a manufacturer, and it'll kind of just be, like, up to me to design it in the easiest to machine way possible. Because, like, if I just bring a super complex thing to a manufacturer, they'll just be like, okay, and then charge me, like, a gajillion dollars, and then no one will buy it. But if I can figure out how to design it in, like, a cool looking but, like, simple to machine way, then it'll be cheaper. So it's kind of just, it ends up being up to me. Like, trying to find something else that I did. So, like, these ones took... So this was, like, the last thing I made that actually got produced. And these ones took an embarrassingly long time to get ready. Because... So this is a wheel face. And I had designed the wheels, and the manufacturer didn't tell me that they had, like, limitations on, like, the actual, like, block of metal they start with. So I had to redesign it. And then because I had to reduce the size of it, it was too short, and it was gonna, like, run into the customer's brakes on their car. So then I had to, like, redesign this whole side profile again. But yeah, this took an embarrassingly long time to get to where it was, like, actually ready to machine. And I'm hoping if I can find someone else to, like, buy wheels from me, that it will be a lot simpler, because that was a lot. Like, this is... This is, like, the wheel I designed after that I really like. This is easier because I already knew the initial... Let me see where the sketch is. Okay, so you can see in my first sketch here. So this is the side profile of the initial, like, forging, the initial piece of aluminum that they have. And because like fancy wheels are made out of, like, forged aluminum, which is where you take aluminum and you superheat it and you put it in, like, a 20,000 ton press, which compresses the, like, structure of the aluminum to make it stronger. They start with these, like, discs. So let's see. Forged wheel blank. Yeah, so they start, so this is like a blank for just a whole wheel, like a one-piece wheel. And then here's, like, the back side of a blank for, like, the front section of the wheel. But the manufacturer doesn't make these. They buy these from like another manufacturer that specializes in, they just have like a giant industrial press. Let's see if there's a picture of that. The tool that does that, because it's like a city bus sized tool. Aluminum forging press. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so like there's kind of the whole thing. Yeah, you can see here's, I mean, this is for like cruise ship parts or something, so like that's probably even bigger. But ridiculous machine to do that. So I'll kind of have like an idea of like what I want the wheel to look like. But I always start with this sketch. And so like, well, now that I know that this is the sketch that the manufacturer that I want to go with now has, like this is what their blanks look like, I'll always start with this. And so like, you can see, it's gonna take forever to load. You can see, like, so here's that initial thing. And then the next step is the profile. So that I have that like kind of basic side profile. So this mounts to like the outer rim of like the kind of the chrome hoop things. This mounts to the car. And then I have this really, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 operations to get this like really fancy cut to have like the nice 3D spoke. And so then that's kind of like the basic spokes. And then I cut it into fifths so that I can just essentially design one spoke at a time. So I'm not having to like do everything 5 times. And then you can kind of like block out. So this is where the lug nut goes in here. So I'm creating this kind of like cool space. Yeah. Yeah. No, so like the guy who I designed those wheels for has a lot of money. I would never be able to afford these myself, that's for sure. I design things for much fancier people than me. Like the set of wheels, that set of wheels was around $7,500 US. That's a good quote. I'm glad he doesn't just buy normal wheels because I got to design him wheels. But so he's building like a show car. Yeah, so here you can see the actual wheel as we test fit onto his car. He's still got plastic around the outside in this picture. But yeah, so he builds, like, I design these for people who are like basically building like show cars that they take to car shows to like win awards, kind of. I don't know, it's kind of silly. But it enables me to design really cool stuff, and it used to be a lot cheaper. Like, it used to be about half as much before Donald Trump decided to like fuck up the entire world and like and tariff the shit out of all the raw materials, because a lot of the raw materials are from China and the forgings and stuff. And like, I think he taxes like aluminum like 30-40% or something insane like that, just like really fucked. And then there's all like the shipping fiascos, and so shipping prices doubled. And so like the sets of wheels used to only cost like $3,500, which to be fair is still comically expensive for wheels. But yeah, so we'll just kind of go through here since I was already have this pulled up. So next is like the lug holes. The center hole for the center cap. And then looks like I cut it back down to one spoke. And now I'm doing this like outer area where the bolts go. Okay, and then cutting out this other fancy curved surface here. To do those, it involves having like a bottom surface or a bottom sketch and a top sketch, and then you create a fancy surface like this thing, and then you cut the model with the surface to create these like fancy curved shapes. Yeah, and then just more little details. And that's pretty much it. And then you have the whole, these are out here for the outer hardware. I can, yeah. It takes, let's see. I think I've got pictures of it. I am not an engineer, and so I don't do it in like a very complex way. Let me see if I have a picture of any of the stress testing. Oh, this is cool. This is the pictures of the wheels from the machine shop. Usually, like, I can eyeball it, but I like to do some stress testing. Let's see. Here's... Okay, so... It takes a while to set up the simulation, so I'll just show you the pictures. But basically, you, like, tell the software that it's, like, the wheel is hard-mounted to this back surface in the center here. And then you tell them, like, that these bolts bolt this all together. And then I like push like an amount of force all along the outside surface of the wheel inward. Yeah. So it looks like here, basically like that outer rim is going to fail first. Which is good. Because that means, like, because these are 3-piece wheels, like, if you hit a curve or something, you dent this thing, you could just get a new lip sent to you instead of a whole new set of wheels. So this is, like, displacement, and I honestly, I don't know exactly what URS are. I think it's, like... I think what it is it's millimeters of displacement as it goes through, like, so, like, I think, like, in the, so, like, with that amount of force, this is, like, how much displacement it is. And so, like, 1 minus, oh god, 1 to the... I haven't done math in so long. 1e basically a really, really small number of millimeters of displacement. But it helps you see like where weak spots are. So you see, but then this one, it has a yield strength, and so the yield strength is 2.75 times 10 to, or 2e. God, this is embarrassing. I don't know that. But so the yield strength is this, and you can see that even this red is not even the yield strength, because the yield strength is 2.75 e plus 8, whatever that means, and this is 1.15 e, so like the yield strength would be even past that, but that just means that they're strong. And you can see like it's a little bit weaker around these bolt holes and like right around where these kind of spokes connect, which is to be understandable, but like also it's all basically in the blue, so yeah. But it's a good way to just tell where the wheel is the weakest, so you can kind of try and strengthen it. And like I usually try and have these kind of like I-beam shaped spokes a little bit. Like you can see in the render how they kind of slope out, and so the spokes are like this, like the wall, and so that's a lot more surface area, and so like creates strength while looking really cool. Yeah. Like here's one of the renders there. Yeah, so like you could see there's all these little kind of cool looking features actually help the wheel be stronger, instead of it just being like the spokes being like straight sided. So it's like more kind of cool surfacing you can do. Most of the time it seems like it makes it stronger. Like ideally I could make the spokes like an actual I-beam shape. Because they can put, let's see. They could put, I guess like sometimes call them lollipop mill at the end. Yeah, so they can kind of put something like this on the CNC machine so that it can make that, it can cut into the side of the spoke without having like a 6-axis CNC machine, and so it can create this kind of like I-beam shape, which is cool. But luckily, like the shift knob doesn't, it's not, if the shift knob breaks, like you're not gonna die, whereas like if the wheel breaks, like it could cause serious problems, and so it's a little less sketchy to do this. And so this doesn't have to be made out of like, this doesn't have to be made out of like forged aluminum or anything like that. I honestly like the knurling on this top section, because I feel like this is like too similar to this feature, and I don't really like it. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm trying to stream more, so if you feel like subscribing and coming to hang out sometimes, that'd be awesome. I appreciate you hanging out and chatting for a little bit. Oh, no, let's see. 23. So put the logo down there. It's gonna explode everything probably. Oh no, it won't. Look at that. Oh, I gotta move that farther down. Still farther. Okay. 6. There we go. Now this is gonna break. I need to put a new surface here. This one, co-radial, bam. Okay, that also needs to go on that surface. Bro, what the hell? Why is that at an angle? Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, hopefully, since this is a smaller thing, it won't be as fucking crazy. Oh, it's still crazy. Okay, you forgot the surface. Weep womp. Okay, I think it being shorter makes it look less like a flashlight, which is good. Yeah, my noise gate's not working very well anymore. Shouldn't be picking that up. Just gotta wait for this thing to think for 18 years. See, that's a lot more useful of a shift knob. I'm gonna make this cap bigger. Ah! 28 millimeter? Question mark, question mark, question mark. 26. There we go. Okay, so now I need to figure out what to put on the top of this, because I want to put something slightly more interesting. Maybe a logo. Okay. Dude, why are you thinking so fucking hard, bro? Jesus Christ. I think I gotta suppress the knurling until the very end. Because this shit is toasting my computer. Bing bong. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. That looks stupid. Alright, we're gonna suppress the knurling until we've figured out what's going on this cap. Swoop. Little grippers on the side there. Technical term. Okay, delete. Delete. Oh, we should save this before it fucking crashes, huh? Save as new. PBS Chub. Knob. Chub. We'll just call it the Chub. Okay. So we could put my logo on there. Or we could put one of these cool thingies. Open a new tab. Like, all these suppressors have like really cool things on the end of them. Blast diverters, I want to say it's called. Yeah, like, what the fuck is that? That looks like some sort of alien fucking birthing mechanism. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Like, I would almost rather do something like that on the top of this than just have my logo, because, like, everybody got their logo on shit. That's boring. Also, I do like this, like, kind of hex thing better than this dumb shit I got going on here. Delete pattern. What the fuck did I just do? No, delete the whole fucking pattern, my dude. What? Thank you. Alright, we're gonna delete that whole fucking thing. Delete, delete, delete. Okay. Top. Something I am not. That's pretty sweet. I don't want to chunk out as much of this thing. Hey, that looks nice. Make this a little bit larger diameter. Oh, there we go. See, that looks nice up there. Oh, but now these cut way too far in. Okay, I want it to be almost flat size, so let's make this like 45 millimeters. Much bigger circle. Move it further out. Bam. There we go. Much better. Okay, 15. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. Bam. Okay. I don't know, I'm kind of just like copying this shit, but I don't care. I'll think of something cool to kind of mix it up eventually. God damn. I think the rest of this would kind of just be kind of tumbled to get like a slightly rounded edge so they don't have to actually like machine all those little radii. That's pretty sweet. Alright, last thing. Let's put my fucking text on there somewhere. I wonder how hard it would be to wrap this. Oh, that's so cool. It did nothing. That's fucking awesome, bro. You did such a good job. Try a different font. Oh, why do I must do that? Is this legible? There we go. All right. Now let's bring up the fucking. All right, what is this? This is enough of that. We're gonna wait for the knurling to load. gotta figure out the noise gate if I'm gonna be continuing to use these little headphones instead of the big headset. Because I'm using the mic on the camera. Oh, it's dark in here now. It's dark. Whoosh. Yay, knurling. Alright. Yeah, if I were to cut the threads into each of these parts, it'd be even worse. This thing would be completely at its knees. Apparently, 3090 ain't shit. Just look. And it is still thinking, still just trying to save a step file. Oh man, I'm gonna have to like put the knurling in Keyshot or some shit, cause like yeah, I'm gonna have to look into how to put knurling in Keyshot, because this is insane. I'm gonna be asleep by the time this shit saves, goddamn. Well, sorry that this is so fucking boring. Dude, what the shit, bro? Just save the file. How complicated is it? Who would have thought that just adding a fucking inch of knurling around a cylinder would bring everything to its knees? Fuck. Did it work? No. Fuck! I honestly don't know if it's possible to machine the text around here. It'd be pretty complex. And if you could put like a laser engraver on like a thing on a roller and engrave around it. Let's see. Engrave. Or let's see. Laser engrave around a cylinder. Oh, okay. Cool. It's possible. Yeah, that's what I thought. You put it. Oh, you can just do it straight on a lathe. That's cool. Or on like a little fancy roller. Wow. Learn something new every day. Yeah. Yo, I think this thing's just fucking frozen. That's bullshit. I just want to do a render. I do. This bullshit. I might have to try it again in a minute. Okay. It's just some fucking knurling, dude. Alright, this is whack. Alright, well this sucks ass. Can I just... Is that too much to ask to just bring the fucking... This is just going here. Wait! Fucking bullshit. Alright, well, I apologize. This isn't that fun to watch. This thing just fucking load. Alright, I'm just gonna close Solidworks and try again. How about that? Wow, Solidworks can't even load the fucking... Whack. Give me that fucking chub. Sorry. Oh, we're gonna freeze just loading the files. That's awesome. Dude, SolidWorks, this really is fucking trash, huh? Dude, come on, man. All it takes is one little bit of knurling to just bring the industry standard 3D CAD software to its knees. Like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be able to create like massive assemblies with like hundreds of parts. This shit had 2 parts. One part got an inch of knurling on it, and it's just fucked. That's crazy. I'm gonna go to France and fucking visit these people. I feel like this software just makes me dislike the French. That's a joke. It's just a fucking file. Just load the file. Come on. You can do it. It's gonna be like this. I'm gonna start drinking or something. Goddamn. Holy shit, it fucking loaded. God damn. Fucking comically stupid. Jesus Christ. Oh, Whistling's probably bad with no fucking noise gate. I apologize. Yeah, whatever. Alright. This may seem stupid. But I'm gonna do the same thing. First, I'm gonna save it as an assembly. Okay. Now, holy shit. I wish you'd stop with whatever the goddamn bro. Jesus fuck. Just stop with the complaints about every little fucking thing, bro. Okay, distance from this to there. Further back. Holy fuck, I'm gonna kill myself. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, that's because I removed the thing up there. Whatever. It's done. Oh yeah, export. Work this time. If it doesn't work this time, I guess I'm gonna, I don't know, change careers. hell am I supposed to fucking make a render of this if y'all won't even let me export it? The fuck is this shit, man? That's so annoying. I gotta do all the fucking knurling in the goddamn key shot. Fuck. Let me show you how to do the fucking knurling! Fuck! So fucking helpful. I don't want to listen to some idiot yap. Oh, this just shows me how to make it in fucking Solidworks. No, bro. I'm already trying that. You shut the fuck up. How about that? Oh my fucking god. Some old bullshit. Get fucked. Get so absolutely fucked. Okay, can I enter in what the actual fuck is wrong with this software? This is supposed to be the industry standard for CAD software. Yet when I model an inch of knurling around a cylinder, your entire program shits. Figure your shit out. Now it's gotta wait for 18 years to figure out the. Okay, now you just load the knurl. You fucking suck. Figure out the knurling here, but can't fucking save it. Can I export as like a different file type? What's going on here? What's the difference between AP fucking step AP fucking this versus that? What's the fucking difference? Oh. What if I just save it as fucking, is it just, fucking, I'm just gonna, fucking, holy shit. Wow, you just didn't do that either? Okay. Oh, God! Okay, stop. I don't care about your fucking errors. Fuck off. Whatever, just delete that. Error. Boom. Awesome, 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 awesome. Continue. Make me fucking do all this extra work. Export as step. Projects, shift knobs, chub ASM, no knurl. Wow. Alright, fuck off. Don't save anything. I don't care. Waste my time. Okay, here's our fucking dingleberry. 90mm lens. Bam, look at that. It's a fucking shift knob. Bing bong, huh? Bruh. Oh, it's a different color, though. You fucking asshole. That's already that color. Okay, whatever. Okay, and I want this to be on this color. Oh, good lord. Oh, would you look at that? Bam, all drab. Wow. We need some texture. Leather. T-shirt. I just need like rough metal. Sure. It's like way too uniform of a texture. Is the one I just used? It is. Why does it look so uniform? It doesn't look uniform in the picture. Alright, I suppose that's better. What the fuck? Where's the texture at, though? Cylinder. Okay, put it around in a fucking cylinder. That doesn't look good, does it? Sphere? That looks much better. I'm just trying to make this look like sandblasted metal. Not like a fucking burlap sack. Okay. Okay. That looks good. Copy that. Bump. Put the bump on there. Okay. 0.25 at 0.15. Okay, we got nice, rough fucking shit. Awesome. Oh my god, okay. The rough is 0.25. 0.125. 0.5. Bam. Okay, cool. I think that look a little bit less. 0.1. Doesn't really do much, does it? Oh, and I gotta do the inside of that too. There we go. That looks much better. Okay. Okay. Now the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's attempt to knurl this shit. Alright. Geometry. Displace. Texture. Geometry. Okay. Ah! There, done. No notes. Fuck yeah. Wow, that fucking sucks ass. What the shit, bro? This is why I wanted to do it in the fucking software, not whatever the hell this shit is. What the fuck is this crap, though, bro? Five millimeters? Like, I guess. It just looks like shit, though, bro. Alright, what's going on with this display's triangle size? 0.2 millimeter? I don't know, does that make it more detailed? Oh, it does. Okay, that's what I was needing to do. So that's too deep. Now, 0.5. Negative 0.5. Well, it's still worse than if I actually could just model it in the software, but oh well, I guess that's fucking what I get. Okay, down here, this we want extra rough, 0.3. I need some like scratches on that shit. Hockey ice. I just use this hockey ice for all my scratches. Bump textures, bump height, 0.2. 0.5. There we go. It's got some scratches on it. Totally necessary. Make this a little shiny, more metallic. Boom. I could also make it like a tumbled steel around on this part. That could be kind of fun. Alright, environment. Models. Add a backdrop. Swing. Perfect. Material. People are fucking going crazy out there. I just hear people yelling outside. Alright. Boom, look at that. That's a fucking schnob. And by schnob, I mean a shift knob. Okay. Spotlight. Schwam. Okay, we got one light. Okay. Coming in from the side there. Aiming at that thing. Boom. Moody as fuck lighting. Look at that. And then we need another fill light, I think. Where's this thing fucking facing? I should show me. Geometry viewer. Let's just do it that way. Where's all my shit at, though? Oh, there it is. Just zoomed in for no fucking reason. Okay. So wait a second. No, don't do that. Fuck me, bro. Wish it showed the direction that the fucking spotlight's facing in the goddamn geometry viewer. Like, that's so much to ask? How does all this fucking software suck ass? Okay, so it's aiming down, so the opposite way of the green line. So now we bring this down here. Uh-oh. Actually, I pulled it too far. And then aim it at our part. But like down here, looking up a little bit. Oh, no, green line. We want. There we go. But we want this spotlight a lot more subtle. Let's bring that like to the warm side. And then this one can be a cool like tree. There we go. Look at that. That looks like a fucking thing, huh? Okay. Whatever. Okay. Just a little bit of that brightness in there. Okay. There we go. Depth of field. Okay, there we go. Save. That looks pretty cool. Right. Let's put a giant cylinder that covers everything up, because, you know, we love giant cylinders that cover everything up. Just kidding. It's a fucking scattering medium. Okay, photographic, high contrast. Okay, there we go. That looks nice. Nice lighting, nice fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Okay. Let that render. And then that'll be it for me today. Nice little render for my Instagram story. Okay, well, that's pretty sweet. We did a good amount today. How fucking tall is this window? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think we did a lot today. Chatted with a new follower about designing and manufacturing wheels. And I struggled to get knurling to look right, and it still looks like shit because I had to render it in the rendering thing and not in the design software. But I suppose it is what it is. And we made a shift knob that doesn't look like a flashlight. So that's pretty cool. All in all, great success. One day I'll figure out how to save a step with some knurling in it. Crazy that I can export a step of an extremely complex wheel design, but as soon as I put like a fucking little bit of knurling on a cylinder, the entire thing just shits. Wild. Anyways, I'm just waiting till this render is done, and then I'll sign out. Sweet, yeah, that looks pretty good. The knurling looks like shit, but oh well. Okay, y'all have a good rest of your night. I will probably be back on at some point tomorrow. I might come back in and play some Stalker later tonight, we'll see.